I'm not scared. Okay. You're scared. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the, I don't even know, 24th, I think the 24th episode of the Kpush podcast.
Counting.
I can't hear myself. I think my microphone's off, but it's okay. No, it's not.
Okay.
I wanted you guys to be on the podcast for a long time.
Yes.
Welcome.
Welcome on Thursday afternoon. This is the time.
It is Thursday, like 4:30 p.m.
This is like, yeah.
I just am having random record sessions
this
now.
This is the only slot that he could fit us into.
I'm a busy man.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of things going on, so
yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
I'm on the edge.
I am so close to murdering everyone around me right now. I'm going insane.
Yeah.
Someone should lock me up.
Probably.
There was an assembly Wednesday.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Why was Dixie D'Amelio? Dixie D'Amelio was performing at the Grammys.
I do not want to talk about that.
Okay.
It really hurts me.
I have a question. This may seem stupid, but I'm going to ask it because I'm so oblivious to TikTok.
Okay.
Because, there are things that happen in my life, and then there are things that don't. TikTok is just one of the things that I just completely block out. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's dumb.
Yeah.
What is Dixie D'Amelio, the sister of Charli D'Amelio?
Yeah. But she makes me... Okay, first of all, I just need to say, I hate TikTok. I hate the whole concept of, getting famous on TikTok. I think it completely devalues, not devalues, I don't know what word, but I feel like it, really, ruins the concept of, success and, what you need to do to be successful. Because, Charli has, 100, I don't even fucking know, 100 million followers. And, for instance, a YouTuber, that's, not, that never happens. I know it's different algorithms, different, platforms, but, that's such a foreign concept, you know what I mean? I just hate the whole concept, and, they're... Also, I know, so many people that have better personalities, and, all of them would be better,
The thing is with YouTube, is that there are people who bullshit YouTube. Mm-hmm. There are people who manipulate the algorithm, who post videos, who are kind of... just the same thing, like Jake Paul and Logan Paul, those people. But the thing is no matter what,
and YouTube
that's kind of hard.
Yeah,
that's hard, and especially
there's a level of effort that goes into it.
Especially in the beginning, uploading every day by yourself. You're not paying anyone in the beginning. I don't think Logan Paul was. I don't think you have the maybe he does. I don't know how rich he was. You don't have the money to pay someone to edit your videos and to record them and to upload them and do all this bullshit. That's effort and time. Yeah. And learning that is really hard, and getting good at it and staying consistent with it is even harder.
Yeah. So that's why I don't like the concept
with
of
TikTok.
I'm on TikTok and I'm just doing a dance and I'm rich. They're set for life.
The thing is with TikTok is that you're supposed to follow other people's dance moves. Yeah. It's the most bullshit concept ever. Because with YouTube, at least you had to make it your own. Yeah. There was no music videos or anything like that. Maybe you could play a game or have reaction videos, but you still had to sit there.
I mean, TikTok has its own different genres and type of, because it's catered to you basically, but I don't know.
And there's some creators that shine on TikTok. There's this one special effects guy, but he was the guy who had a bunch of paintings, and he makes paintings look like they're not real, and then they come up as real, and he's known for elliptical optical illusions, and all this crazy shit, and he shines on it. I don't remember his name. I'm sure that you've seen his shit.
An earthquake happening?
Probably. I'm sure you've seen it before. But people like that who do crazy shit like that, and painters, there's a lot of artists.
There's some creative shit, I can respect that. But that's why it's because that's the thing. It also kind of happened. Your dad just snuck around, but it's also what happens with What was I gonna say? Oh, like Disney. This is completely different, but Disney stars, they like try to cater them to every single like Disney actress has to like be a singer too. You know, like they have to like do other things. Like, and now that's turning into like, oh, if you do TikTok or something, now like you have to do music. Like now Dixie D'Amelio just like has a bunch of like streams on Spotify and like monthly listeners, and they're bad songs. I don't know if you have any idea what songs are. They're not
I
good.
don't want to listen to any of them.
I don't like that she's getting a platform at the Grammys. The Grammys are like already kind of like I don't know.
The idea that like there's a bunch of corporate assholes who run and judge what is and what isn't good art is insane.
That's why the Grammys are dumb, because it's like some award shows are like the people vote, but the
which
Grammys,
like is it?
Yeah, very true.
Yeah,
but like that's what it's.
What's the
it's more
Kids' Choice Awards.
Oh yeah,
that show is legit.
Yeah.
Oh really?
That's the real shit
that's
that we
the
need.
real shit.
My mom the other day was like, "When's is the like what the fuck did you just say?" Yeah, the Kids' Choice Awards. When's that happening? Like I love that, and I'm like,
it's so fun.
Yeah, and also with the Grammys, I was like looking at the categories, and they're all just like the same people over and over again, the same songs, and I'm like, okay. I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But
there was. I remember when Black Panther came out, and that one was huge. Like the Oscars are so crazy. They almost made a different category for the Oscars. Like around 2018, it was most popular movies, and it was so crazy because why?
Isn't that like
I feel like that's just like the whole point. I don't know. Like
it was the most popular, like
most watched or something?
It was the most watched.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be good at all. It can be a piece of shit movie. As long as it's popular, it'll get that reward. Yeah. And the Oscars are supposed to be not that. They're supposed to be the exact opposite of that.
Actually, analyzing.
It was horseshit. It was crazy. They wanted to get Marvel movies fucking Oscars. Like, well, Marvel movies have to be fucking good to get Oscars. Yeah. They're fucking shit.
A little confession. I haven't watched any Marvel movies.
You're not missing out on much.
Say that. I am watching Black Panther in media right now. Do I know what's going on? No.
Okay.
That's what I want to throw in. Continue.
I have seen a bunch, but I haven't watched any in so long. I just don't even.
And I like, for some reason, I know like the plot of Endgame, and like I haven't watched any.
Yeah, they're all just so predictable too. Yeah. Like you can just guess the plot.
It's just not my vibe. Maybe one day I'll have a marathon.
No, I got
really want to do that.
Star Wars is where it's at.
I do love Star Wars.
10 out of 10.
Why?
Well, some of them.
But you have to watch the TV shows because the TV shows
I haven't watched.
Are fucking
I haven't watched
fantastic.
The newer movies though. I watched the prequels and the original trilogy, but I haven't watched the newer ones.
Like the ones with Rey.
Yeah.
Those ones suck. Those ones are just so bad.
They get taken over by someone else.
Well, it was taken over by Disney, so it wasn't run by George Lucas anymore.
The whole feel of it changed.
Yeah.
And it was so obvious what they were doing. Like the purple hair girl, like was commanding the army. Well, you're not commanding an army.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
is that the qualifications?
well, I mean, I don't feel like people in the military who are hired to kill people get their hair dyed.
Yeah.
That's just not something I think that happens.
I
mean, maybe, but I mean, you could clearly tell this girl was not a commander of an army.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Disney just gets to do what they want, I guess.
Well, it's horseshit too, and then they're racist with it too. With Finn just cutting out basically everything, and with the posters and the posters are the worst because in the American poster he's like huge. He takes up like a good amount of the poster. He's one of the main characters you can see, and in the Finn, the black character. And in the Chinese version. It's very small, tiny. You can barely see him. China is so fucked up.
Okay. A good way to start a sentence. Good way.
I don't know, like, people are just so unaware about how terrible China is.
I don't even, know.
There's a Holocaust, going on in China.
Like I did hear about that for some reason.
Yeah.
Not for some reason, probably because like every person talks about everything ever. So at some point I see something, but
I forget, there was a certain Muslim
Yeah, I was gonna say,
religion.
it was Muslim, but I don't know.
Uyghurs, I want to say.
About it.
I don't know.
I think that's what they are.
They can be
That's what
that
they called
today.
themselves.
Today they can.
I'm not exactly sure. I'm too lazy to look it up.
We don't verify. Not
Yeah, fuck looking shit up. We just talk shit here.
Yeah.
I do have a question. What time did you order the mozzarella sticks? Because
We're getting mozzarella
I
sticks
need
on the
to
way.
prepare myself.
My dad's upstairs. I'm sure he'll take care of it.
Okay, he'll tell us
Okay,
when the
I'm
mozzarella
excited.
sticks are on their way.
We ordered mozzarella.
Anyway, it was a whole process.
Should I text him?
Anyway, we're on our way. No, it's okay. We'll find out.
No,
It'll be a little
I was
surprise.
just wondering. I needed to just know.
It'll be a surprise. Anyway, keep talking about
Okay.
China.
And the scary part is like, it's almost like a very well sophisticated, almost Nazi Germany type. And it's,
Yeah.
you don't really pay attention to it because they're so good at everything. And if you're not really involved in politics,
You're not gonna like see it.
you're not going to see anything.
Yeah.
And nothing bad's going to happen to you.
Well, that's a lot of shit, though. If things aren't like, there's a lot of stuff that just gets like pushed under the rug, kind of, or like people aren't paying attention to it that
And
much.
they're literally in concentration camps, though. And I
I
don't
know why.
understand.
I feel like I knew about that, but I don't know why.
They're in concentration camps and they're doing some sort of tests on them. And there's some sort of videos that was uploaded of them literally going out to the train and it looking like the Holocaust.
It's terrifying.
It's really, really disturbing.
Yeah.
And I don't really understand this whole concept of like, if you go after China, you're racist. Yeah. Like, you're talking about, like, if you talk about Nazi Germany, are you fucking racist to
there's
Germans?
a difference. Well, I mean, that also is about
Like-
how you approach it, too. Like, if you know
Or the
what I mean?
Chinese, or
If
the
you're just,
China
like,
government
genuinely
fucking
talking about
sucks.
it.
That doesn't mean you hate Chinese people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a separation. Yeah.
And like, but they're
It's the same
like
thing if
involved.
We're all like, okay, we hate the American government. We're not like saying we hate everyone in America.
Fuck Americans. But honestly, fuck Americans.
There's-
So- but yeah.
They're so
Dixie
disturbing.
D'Amelio. Anyway. I like how
We're
it just.
back to our original.
I like how it just started. It was like Dixie D'Amelio, and then it's like
Now we're
Chinese
like China.
government.
We'll get back to Dixie
We'll circle
D'Amelio
back.
because
So she's the.
I'm still not done with her
Yeah,
because
we're not done with Dixie.
do we want to get back to it right now? I'll fucking get back to it right now.
Okay, shit.
Look, the problem with that, with Dixie D'Amelio, and like what you said about like ruining success, we got a little bit off trail. We'll get back to Dixie D'Amelio.
Somehow.
Is that they do ruin success and what they mean for success, like Cayleigh said. But TikTok, as they called them on the whatever it is, the video they showed you, they called them TikTok superstars. And I saw a picture of it. I didn't go to fucking advisory and watch it because
to the
fuck that.
assembly, yeah. Tony Hawk was saying a lot of inspiring things.
Yeah,
about
he
That's
was.
good for Tony Hawk.
I
Tony
am
Hawk
happy for
can't
Tony
say
Hawk.
shit, but like
He's allowed to present at our bullying presentation.
the thing is with Dixie D'Amelio is that she's the lowest class of human beings of all
Ever.
time that has
Also, like,
ever
being
existed.
bullied.
Yeah, no,
She's
like I was bullied
yeah, sure,
in her
she-
like mansion.
Yeah, like sure she gets hate, but her music also sucks.
You
Like,
are
she is.
You are-
getting hate.
you are white in America,
Yeah,
a millionaire,
and she's
and
like,
a TikTok
19.
Yeah.
superstar. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Well, that's the
Nobody
thing,
wants
too.
to hear you
I
complain.
also feel like that's the other thing with like TikTok stars. I guess this is kind of I don't know, but like I feel like a lot of weight gets put on them to like all of a sudden be like. They have to be like activists, and they have to like speak. She has to like.
They're dumb.
Now there's like weight on her to like. I don't know. It's just,
Who do
like,
you think these
weird.
people
like, they're
are?
16, you know.
Charlie D'Amelio's like profile picture is,
Can-
like,
yeah,
is the Black Lives
it's
Matter,
still-
like,
yeah.
hand, and, like,
She can never change it.
that. Because I know she'll get hate when she changes it.
Yeah,
'Cause
which
they'll be
is, like,
you don't care anymore.
it's not even her, like, responsibility to, like, be, and they're, like, in her comments, like, which, you know, all for, like, giving awareness to things, and if you have a big platform, like, awesome, like, give awareness, but, like, her,
It's
like,
so
for
obvious.
her, it's, like, they're, like, why aren't you speaking about this? It's, like, it's not, she's just a dancer 16-year-old on TikTok,
Yeah,
you know? Like,
I know.
she doesn't have to speak about, like, everything, but, like, I understand what
The
they
idea
have,
that
but-
you want that human being to speak, though.
Yeah, I know, like, why
Somebody
like,
who got famous for dancing to
Yeah.
other people's songs
yeah,
of other people's dances.
yeah.
She also got famous because she's pretty.
Yeah. Oh,
Just,
pretty
like,
privilege.
annoying.
No, I know. Cause like, but in all reality, she's kind of. I mean, she's pretty, but she's just
No.
like an average-looking
Yeah.
girl. Like I bet she goes to our high school.
I
Like
know.
there's one person,
I
you know, but
I feel like that's
She's
part of
pretty,
the
though.
appeal.
that she's just like a
Average,
normal-looking girl.
yeah.
That's true.
And
But-
like, I don't know. But the idea that you want to hear these people speak, and the idea
At all.
that Dixie D'Amelio is complaining. But the most insane part of this all, the most crazy part is that the people at school, the people who are getting paid to teach us, to influence the generation coming above to take their place, looks at this entire video, watches Dixie D'Amelio complain for a certain amount of time.
I don't even know what the fuck she said.
What?
She said something. I don't like. I don't
She-
even know. I wasn't paying attention.
I
to
saw
what she was
some
saying.
sort of video, like, I get, like, death threats, like, all the
Oh,
time.
that's
Like,
easily, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah. Okay. Like, what? There are people that work that are slaves right now in the world.
Yeah.
There are people that get whipped every day, do manual labor,
Yeah.
and then don't get paid at all and have no freedom.
But then she's like, I made a bad song, and people. I mean, people shouldn't be leaving death threats, but like, still, it's like it's.
But
not
it's
like,
the yin to the yang.
not
Dominic
like-
said this to me the other day. I was talking to Dominic. He was saying it's the yin to the yang. It doesn't make any fucking sense that you became popular of dancing, and you didn't even really become
Dixie-
popular,
yeah,
Dixie.
Dixie
You
wasn't even popular
rid
dancing.
your sister's dick.
Yeah.
You rid your sister's dick
Dixie.
to fucking money.
Dixie.
And good for you. I would do the same. And anyone in your position would do the same.
Yeah.
But you have to listen that nobody wants to hear you fucking speak.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
The thing is, like, I feel like it's like with some like person, whoever organized that thing was like, oh, you know, the kids will love this. We'll
Yeah.
The kids will
that's the
love
thing.
Dixie D'Amelio
It's
speaking.
like I don't.
Does
give a
Dixie D'Amelio even go to school?
That's the thing. I don't
Like,
even,
does she
She,
fucking
lives
does
in
good
a
school?
luxurious apartment with her TikTok star boyfriend, and
Yeah.
it's like fuck off.
Which I know. It's
I get death threats up in this
And
palace.
also, like,
Yeah, like-
With
even
security
though
guards
people
roaming.
shouldn't be getting death threats, but also it's part of the. If you're on social media, you're gonna get some like fucked up people
Yeah.
that are gonna say
Suck it up.
shit, and it's like that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Suck
I mean,
it up,
I obviously
buttercup.
didn't ask for it, but like still, like get the fuck over it.
And the
You
people
have the
that
little 10-year-old fans that are like,
I know.
the people that can complain about it are those that didn't work for it at all.
yeah,
Like those that were just handed success.
yeah, exactly.
Miley Cyrus doesn't really fucking complain about getting death threats
Yeah.
anymore. Like she's like, I've been getting these since I was 12.
Yeah.
Like you get fucking used to
And
it.
it's even more, because that's the weird thing too, because it's like, I don't know what, as I almost feel like they're Dixie and Charlie, like these TikTok stars, they almost seem more approachable. That's why it's like, it's almost worse for Miley Cyrus or like real A-list celebrities, because it's like, they're just out in the fucking world. They're not a real person, right?
Yeah.
Because they're just like, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
It's almost like, they're more, Charlie, I mean,
They're more contactable.
They're more like approachable, and it's like, that's why, I don't know, that's why it's almost like when you're in the public eye even more when you're like Miley Cyrus or some shit,
Right.
it's like crazy.
Well, and then TikTok's just a hateful platform.
It's
And-
really toxic.
We
I do
we
have
know
people
that
on
Iranian governments and
Okay.
other
Okay,
monarchies
it connects.
have these warehouses where they spread fucking fake bullshit, and they have people on the clock spreading fake propaganda. This is a real thing in Iran where they have warehouses of people working to control propaganda in Iran and look if you are saying anything bad and that you will be arrested. Why do we not think
or like
on social media, on the internet, everything, in your email, whatever?
Yeah.
Why do we not think that a China-owned company, and you can say that they're not owned by the China government, go fuck off, eat a dick. Okay. We all know that's not true, you fucking retard. Okay. Like, I don't know what we're talking about here. This is fucking communism, right? Yeah. There's no difference. Yeah. They're all connected. Okay. Stop, like, I don't know what this is. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, keep going. You're doing great. Yeah.
Why do we not think that they wouldn't be spreading fake information on the biggest social media that they own? Why would they not be getting Americans all riled up?
But what do you mean by that? Like deleting things that people say?
No, but legitimately leaving hateful comments on anonymous
like the Chinese
accounts.
Government, it's just kill yourself.
Yes, they do. They do this, and they want like this is what the Iran buildings do, is they want to undermine democracy slowly.
That's interesting.
Question mark.
Why? Well, listen. Listen. Is that there are people from Russia who think like we never really ended the Cold War.
Okay. Whoa.
Like we, as after the Cold War, we still improved our military. We still did all these things and like try to conquer, and we still fucked with the Mideast the whole time. Like we didn't give a fuck. And they didn't think that we didn't necessarily stop fighting. They didn't. And instead of nuking a territory, why wouldn't you undermine the people that are at the country?
Your username is Newtown, Chris. Just thinking about it.
Okay, keep going.
Continue.
I'm so sorry.
But why would you not undermine the people with like an information bomb? And like with all this fake news, with all this shit going around, with all this hate, and we know these countries do this, why do we not think that they wouldn't come over and do this? To our internet and try and get our people messed up? And when you see this in the streets and all this violence going on, do we not think that might be somewhat contributed to that? Like at all?
But like, what are they contributing? So they're like commenting like anonymously. What are they doing? Yeah.
There are thousands. Okay, just imagine. Okay. There are thousands and thousands of accounts that they all use 24/7. Yeah. But to the human eye, to you, you don't see them.
Yeah.
You just think that those are all actual like individual people. Exactly.
What are they commenting on?
They're just liking comments that get you all fucking fired up.
Okay.
So they want to promote hate and they want to get you all fired up. They don't care who the government is. They don't care if Joe Biden or Trump wins. They want to get the American people fired up.
Oh, I see.
And they want to undermine. They like the blue red versus each other, because if our democracy falls, then they prove that communism wins in the long run.
Oh damn.
So is that happening, or is this a theory?
It's proven that they do this.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily happening on TikTok. There's no proof that they're doing it on
Trump
TikTok.
Wanted to, like, ban it that
Trump and Biden both wanted to ban it. This is a left out information that Biden also said that he was highly concerned about TikTok.
I think we'll really be okay. You know what I mean? Even though like I go on TikTok, we send funny TikToks, but also like it's like normal kids our age that we're liking. Like it's like a random boy from like Kansas, and we're like, that's funny. But like. But I think we'll really be okay if
now,
TikTok goes away.
The only reason why that didn't happen, though, is that it had to be bought by an American-owned company.
Yeah. Wasn't like...
So I think it had to...
Microsoft or something was gonna... There was someone that was
gonna... But it's still around, so it had to be bought. I don't know who it was bought by.
I thought it was like gonna happen, and then like they backed out, and then I wasn't sure. The last time I checked on it was like 3 months ago, or like 5. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it since then.
Like so many months ago.
And it's still there.
So I don't know what happened. Yeah. I mean, also like the whole like obviously we like changed presidents, so maybe that like affected the process. I don't know how it works, really. So maybe not.
No one knows how this fucking government works. I don't think the people in government fully know how it works.
I think we're all confused. Abolish it. Government.
I feel like we could.
That's the question.
What else did I want to talk about?
You said you wanted to talk about something specific, but I don't know what it was.
I think it was the Dixie D'Amelio thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about.
Oh, was that it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. We hate Dixie D'Amelio. That's the title of the podcast.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was going to talk about until I found out about that.
Have the thumbnails just like really crazy, like
right.
We hate Dixie D'Amelio, and then you'll get like 1 million views.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope so.
In the tags. Yeah.
What else? What is going on with I wanted to talk to you guys about this. What happened with the music department this year?
It's not real.
Nothing.
Well,
We don't do anything.
okay. Well, here's the thing. We're beginning to sing in person, but it's like 10 feet apart. Which, first of all,
So how did Panache work? Which, if you don't know what Panache is, it's show choir for all ranks.
Yeah, it's we're just online. It didn't start until like January.
Yeah, like well, it was actually.
It was like January, but well, first of all, one of them lives in.
Why don't you tell them the regular Panache schedule?
It's like Mondays.
Well, yeah. So last year we.
When does it
like,
start?
Whatever.
Oh, like August.
Yeah.
Like,
August.
Like. Actually, like the year before.
Yeah.
And then like the summer we don't really do anything, and then it starts in August.
Because we always have Base Date, which is like a bunch of show. We're such like nerds. We're like all the show choir kids come together.
I'm sorry that we're.
No, I'm so sorry. No, but because we usually have Base Date, which is like kicks off the season.
Yeah.
Everyone comes. You probably it's in like November. You probably have seen like 1 million kids walking.
It's like a lot of kids. Like
and we like do a little showcase.
Everyone, I did Base Date.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I did Base Date.
That's a pastime.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, so I was in show choir for a I did show choir for like 2 months.
You went to choreo weekend.
Yeah.
No, well he.
Yeah, I did. I quit that week. I quit that week.
He got like a spots and then like got all fucked up.
I literally, because I was I did that weekend. And they were like, yeah, you have to do, I think it's like 2 or 3 more of these. And I go, yeah, you're fucking crazy. No, I'm not.
Because, well, that's the thing. Because, well, yeah, with the schedule.
Like way more intense than people think it is.
Yeah, I know.
It's so crazy. It's so fucking crazy.
Weekends are like fucking 7 hours, like.
A day.
7 hours a day. And then also, not to mention musical. Musical goes on for like 5 months, and that's every day, 7 hours.
Last year we had 2 weeks of tech week, so like homework
which
wasn't
not even doing.
We didn't even do it, so don't even talk to me right now.
Yeah, didn't even get to perform it. No, but show choir usually it's like start in August. Every Monday we do dancing, and then it's like 2.5 hours or something 2 hours. Like Thursday is singing, also 2 hours, and then like. We have choreo weekends and we have performances and stuff, and whatever. So it would be every week. It would happen, but this year it didn't start till because fuck music, I guess. Because they're like singing is actually the #1 spread, and I'm like how, but I understand.
And then one of our directors, the whole family moved to Maine. And
and
then one of them.
How is singing? I feel like if you did it. Just spread it out.
That's what I mean. Our auditorium is fucking huge.
Right.
And the overall, band gets to play in there. And they spit
and like
everywhere.
the football players can like dry hump each other, but then like it's like you want to sing? No.
Yeah. I don't with like sports you're sweating, you're close to each other.
How many times each basketball team has like had to
quarantine
like 3 times.
I caught COVID from a basketball player.
There is hockey going on.
That's gross.
That is
hockey is so sweaty.
Hockey's the #1 spreader. You're going into a cold place where it's not really ventilated. It's all closed up.
Yeah.
And you're just fucked. You're on top of each other. You're smashing into each other.
Yeah, probably like, oh, we're wearing gloves. So
and we're wearing gloves.
And hockey players, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But like that's why it's weird because because now we're singing, like I said, we're singing in person. But it's like we totally could have done it like so long ago. I had to get, obviously it's not necessarily like our school's fault. It has to go
Yeah.
through the state, has to go through then everyone, whatever. But you know, it's like it easily could have happened earlier. So basically, I feel bad for the seniors though, because usually there's a bunch of shit they get to do. You know, like we get to just like do shit for them, and
Right.
like they get to be seniors, and
Right.
like they don't get that because we started Panache in January, and it's just as like a Zoom call for like 2 hours, but it's not like real. You're in your room like doing a dance. We are learning a dance and a song for like something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it even gonna happen? I don't know, but we are doing the Broadway review. Little plug. But I don't even know what that is. Like since Miss D doesn't get to do like the musical, we're doing like people just are like performing songs.
Okay.
We have solos.
I do have a solo.
Oh, sorry.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
There's been
But
a
that's
way
basically it.
bigger push to do sports than I feel like to get the music department
Yeah,
up.
and
We also
the
like
mu-
still don't have a chorus teacher.
Yeah, the
It's
music
fair.
department has been fucked. I don't know what the fuck it is about our grade,
And-
but they're like, you know
They,
what?
like,
Fuck
really
you. You
fucked
don't
us
actually
over.
get to do music.
Literally.
Because
don't like us for
yeah,
some
there was the
reason.
budget cuts, but to fix the turf back in freshman year, which
They were
like,
the turf causes cancer.
and it's like
And I was like,
give
okay,
cancer,
but
give them cancer.
Give them.
No, but
They're
like,
already all on nicotine.
yeah,
They're
gonna
already
get
all
cancer eventually
sucking
down
on.
the line.
Like-
So
Yeah.
speed up the process away.
We'll get the cure for cancer in the future.
Yeah, it'll happen. They'll be
Cancer,
okay, but the
cancer.
music department won't be okay. No, but like, so we lost the chorus teacher because in freshman year, because it was basically like they gave him like the most impossible hours. He doesn't live in Easton. They were like, well, you can teach like 2 hours a week, and they're
And
like,
it's like, what?
I'm not, and basically making him quit, you know, like without saying like you're fired. They're like, let's give you the worst hours, and whatever. He was like, obviously I can't. Then we get Mr. Korn, who's sorry to name drop him, but we get our Mr. Someone, and he isn't a chorus teacher. He's a music teacher, but he's not a chorus teacher. We've just had him, and then we lost our directors. In like middle school, we lost our directors.
Yeah, they don't like us.
Everything has just been like a mix and match. There's never a solution, you know. There's always just like, oh well, you'll do this temporarily, and it's like, oh okay, but that's every year.
Right, and then it never like goes back.
Yeah, and now it's COVID, so it's like even worse. And we had our peak of like people that do music, especially chorus. I don't know like what the state is of the band and the orchestra,
Right.
but you know, we lost 15 seniors in Panache this past year. So we had 15, that's like a whole like half of the group, and now
Right.
we're down. It just keeps getting smaller
Yeah,
because
it keeps
there's
getting
not
smaller.
there's only 7 of us basically in our I mean like 8
Yeah.
in our grade.
And it's all girls, by the way.
Yeah,
because
all
there's
girls.
not a singular boy. In
Not
our
one boy
grade.
wants to sing his heart out.
Wants to
No.
And they're like, you need to find people, and I'm like, they're
don't
not.
know who.
They're not gonna sing for you. But yeah, so
Guys-
it's down the hill.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, just
It's really
breaks
emotional.
down crying.
I do feel so bad because when COVID first started, like the seniors got so much like high.
Oh, I
not
know.
hype, what's the word? Like
So much support,
Yeah,
like-
and like sorrow, and
Yeah.
it's like okay, but the seniors this year like have gotten to do
No.
not a single thing. They
Not a
haven't even
single
had
thing.
a prom,
No, not one. for
like
them.
because they missed junior and senior.
Yeah.
And, like even though prom is like such a minute
Yeah.
thing in your life,
Yeah.
it's just like
it's still
that's
one of those
part of
things.
high school. and
Yeah,
it's-
exactly.
Right.
So
I don't think that they understand as soon as they say you can go back to school full time and
which
It-
like the elementary, there's like I
It's
think
like
the elementary
it's in
school is
April.
doing it.
yeah, the elementary, so confirmed by April 28th.
I don't know.
Yeah.
why.
Everyone will go back full time.
Well, they picked a date for the elementary school and the middle school.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the middle school and
Yeah.
high school are on the same schedule.
My
so
thing
they
is-
don't know what
I
they're
would
gonna
be
do.
okay.
My
with
thing
doing
is
it
like-
September.
My thing is like what
We need to process.
when do you want them to come back? Legitimately, like if they're not doing it right now, when is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen
I
2
feel
months
like
from
it's
now?
so random to have it be April. Like maybe they should just have everything be till next year.
Yeah, they want a month though, because it'll be really fucked up. They want
Yeah.
that trying to process where it's like you need some sort of normalcy before you come back next year.
Yeah.
But my thing is like you need to do this slowly, and you need to give this in a transition period, and you need to play this by ear.
Yeah.
which, knowing the school, they're not going to fucking do any of that.
Is there a reason? Did something happen for why they're allowed to let people be
No,
in person now?
no.
Okay.
No.
I think it's
Are
just
our
because
numbers
like
down?
the teachers now can get vaccines and stuff.
Okay.
So
That's
I mean,
the only
I
reason.
guess,
We're
but
not
why
doing
didn't
social distance or
why
anything.
didn't they do that in the beginning when the vaccines first came out?
Yeah.
It took you, dude. How long has it been? Because if that is it, if
My
that's
mom's
it,
full
if
of
that's
the
the
teachers
reason,
were just allowed to get it.
if that's the
weeks ago.
But it's like, why?
I know.
well, if that's the reason, that they could only get it till like now or whatever, and like that's the reason now that they're getting vaccinated. It's March 11th.
We're coming up on the like year of it
It is
starting. So
March
My God.
that makes me
fucking.
want to throw up. Don't talk about it.
It's fucking March 11th. You had this out before 20. Yeah, it was before 21. You had this out. I think it was like
Yeah.
December.
I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
probably. Time isn't real.
It was like, or it's like early January or something.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did it take you 2 months? It took you 2 months to get it to the teachers.
Well, that's the weird. That's like the same thing
It's because
with
they
like.
started with old people.
Yeah,
okay.
all of them get it.
Well,
My
then
mom's
they'd
fully
start. I'm
vaccinated.
pretty sure they started with essential workers.
Well, that's like
Oh,
healthcare
yeah.
workers and stuff. Like, yeah, go off.
You can get it.
Healthcare workers, I get it.
Yeah.
Essential workers,
You're an essential worker.
yeah, I don't fucking need
Yeah,
it.
you
fun
know
for
that's
you.
what I mean.
I don't fucking need it.
Yeah.
I don't. And like, there's been a thing where it's shown that essential workers are less known to get COVID. Weirdly,
Okay.
Why? Just like
they don't know. They don't know. They think that it's due because they're like always reminded of COVID, and so they're more careful about it.
Well, I remember when like everyone freaked out because like Shaw's had like it was like a while ago, but I remember there was like, oh my god, there's a COVID. One of the workers at
Oh my God,
Shaw's has
yeah.
COVID, and it was like
I remember that.
a total freak out, apocalypse.
Yeah.
This one was like, no.
That's probably why. That's probably part of it though, that they're like, we can't like none of you can get it.
Yeah.
You know. Which I guess the vaccine would be good, but it's like, give them. I feel like teachers are definitely more essential than like, no offense, than you at Shaw.
100% they are. 100% they are. And my biggest thing is that they think that they're gonna. My biggest worry is that they think that this is gonna be a lot. The masks like take away 50% of social interaction. Like, it's still not. I'm taking these off.
Okay.
It's still not like fully 100% interactions without the masks.
Yeah.
And
I think
I'm
it's,
not.
like, the
I'm not an
courtesy of it.
anti-masker, but if you think that masks are gonna stop 1,000 kids from being in one building, you're bullshitting yourself. You
Well,
are
the thing-
horseshitting me
I-
and yourself.
It's not even like I like went to like because I had COVID. It's not like I went to a little party and was like
Right.
humping people. I like went to
Right.
school, had my mask on. The kid had his mask on. Like we all had our masks on, and the desks are 6 feet apart. And it's like I still got it. So it's like that's a thing. And then it's also like, I don't know. It just isn't stopping people. It hasn't been stopping people, and it isn't gonna. So.
No.
But I think it's the courtesy of like, okay, this will like, as we both have. I think it's like more of the like caring that like maybe you're protecting someone.
But you're not.
Yeah.
We're all bullshitting ourselves.
And also,
Like, this is
apparently,
such
like, the
horseshit.
cloth ones like are whatever the fuck fabric. Like
Yeah.
the fabric. The only ones that are like supposedly like better are like the actual medical ones.
Yeah, the surgical masks.
What's it called? N95.
N95 masks. Those
My
have a
dad,
serious.
like, all of a sudden bought like a 20-pack, and he was like,
too.
he's such a psychopath about it.
Yeah, no, there's a legitimate thing now for N95 masks that they do filter out like a good percentage
Yeah.
of the viruses, which there is an argument for that. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
These fucking are you kidding me? These cloth masks with these surgical...
And then
The surgical masks have holes even.
Yeah.
And they're the better
That's
ones?
what's even funny because it's like, let's make the pandemic an aesthetic and like wear pink flower masks. Which, like, we love a pink flower, but it's just so funny to me. It's like, we need to make this colored. We need to profit off of it. Actually, it's just kind of funny.
Cutesies.
Like, I know, literally.
Cutesies.
The moms
Pose.
who sew on Etsy, like really.
I know. They're like
People made a business out of it.
Yeah, literally. It's
crazy.
Like, okay, you know, just wear the medical one.
It's yeah, and then they have the black one now, the black medical ones, which are popular for some reason.
Oh my god, and there's like pink medical ones.
Oh my god,
like...
there's like pink and purple ones now.
Why?
I'm like, what?
Why?
I'm like, can't we just wear the blue? You would wear them like at the urgent care if you're sick. You just wear a little one. Isn't that so weird? I remember like when I had the flu, like actually in March last year, but like. Was it COVID?
I don't want
no, but when I had flu, like freaks out. No, and I had the flu last year, like, and gave it to like the whole music department, but that's okay.
That did.
But like putting on a mask at urgent care, it's like that's such like a weird like specific thing that only like was a niche to like the doctor's office at like urgent care, and now it's just like
everywhere you go.
It's so fucking weird though, like I like look at people like what we were driving here. It's like two women just like walking on the street with masks on. I'm like, oh shit, we're like in a pandemic. Like people like just whatever.
You forget about it when you're in your car.
It like fucks me up. Like when I'm in school and I'll just like think I'm like we're literally all in masks right now.
It's like so
we're in a
weird.
Pandemic.
It's so weird. There's like half of the classes like on the computer.
I know.
In their beds.
It's
like
it's so weird because it's so normalized, but it's not.
It's not
normal. It's not fucking normal. It's so weird, and I feel like the sense that people have for like. I feel like nostalgia is such like a like heavy thing now because
it's so big.
We never knew that it was gonna get like ripped away, you know?
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
But people need to get back. It needs to happen. Sorry. And dude, this mass bullshit, if you think that like 1,000 kids in a class, you have 30 kids in one class, you think masks are like stop. I'll give you they might stop 5% of COVID.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so weird when we stop wearing masks.
I'll literally be like
when is that? I know.
Yeah, when is that happening?
Please don't look at the bottom half.
Well, it's weird because I know literally. I make up what people's bottoms half of their face looks like now. I'm like, maybe they have a mustache.
I do. Sometimes that happens, and then they like pull down their mask.
I'm like
at the people at work, the technicians. Like I had never seen their
faces.
You
just made up what they look like.
because I had never seen.
It's weird.
Before.
Yeah, it's weird.
They, like, pull them down. And I'm like, oh my god, that's what you look like.
No, I know. It's so weird. But that's what's so weird because it's like. Obviously, no one thinks this is normal. Like, no one thinks all of this is normal, but it's become so normalized that, like, this is just real.
Just, like, this
it's
is
like, no, that's fucking weird that we don't get to see people's bottoms of their faces. Like, I don't understand. But I think masks will end up just being, like,
normal.
A thing. I don't think it'll be, like, everyone has to wear a mask. I don't think people will stop. I think, like... People, it's kind of good. I mean, like, if you're sick, like, wear a fucking mask, I guess. Like, just in the winter. Like, I don't want to catch your cold. Like, I have to wear a mask. So I think people will just do it forever, and masks will, like, be normalized in society. I mean, they already did that in, like...
China and Japan.
And so I think...
it's also because the air.
Yeah, that's true, the pollution. But I think it'll just, like, be a thing. Obviously, it won't be, like, mandated, like I said, but I think no one will stop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think it's that bad in public places. Too bad. But my biggest thing is, like, concerts. I need to
go to a concert.
We need to go to one.
I need to, like, pregame for a concert and, like, jump around. Australia's totally, they're chilling. They're going to clubs and they're, living their lives.
Yeah, they did.
New Zealand
they did.
Even, like, cut themselves off. So now, like,
New Zealand is already just,
they're literally
like,
just themselves and they're living their best life. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we it's just terrible over here.
Yeah. But, like, I don't know. I feel like... I was going to say something.
It's okay.
Continue.
Yeah, the thing that Australia did though, is that they, like, tracked down, like, security cameras with, like, license plates and stuff like that. Yeah, and arresting people just because they could. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean...
And, like... I don't know. I don't trust the government enough to do that.
They, like, there's a setting on our phones now. If you scroll down, that's, like, you can turn it on and it will, like, track the people
Yeah.
around you who also have it on, like, if they have COVID.
Which, like, how the fuck would they know that?
And it's like, what?
I remember,
Yeah.
like, it was some update, and my mom was like, look at the update.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I want to add my widgets to my screen.
I know, that's what and sometimes I get, like, texts from whatever, the mass something, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
And they're
The
like,
mask police.
COVID is in your area. And I'm like, okay, don't.
I'm like, well, I
Say
know.
that to
I know,
me.
actually. It's like him
I
right
know, my
next to
friend
me
Cayleigh
in
has
school.
COVID.
I know my friend Kayleigh had COVID. Yeah.
It's apparently Apple's really good though at keeping privacy, or they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
they're
get,
bad.
like,
Maybe
so
they're lying.
afraid
I
every
know.
time. I understand why our parents were like, don't go on the internet. Goes on Omegle, sees a penis
I
immediately.
know.
Omegle's scary.
Amiga-
Yeah, 'cause then they find,
Omegle's
like, your
just
IP.
penises.
They, like, people, like, find your IP address. Which, first of all, that's why I went off of YouTube in 6th grade, because a man on Kick was like, if you don't send me pictures of you in your pajamas, he, like, said that, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And he was like, if you don't send it to me, like, I have your IP address, and, like, I'm gonna, like, find your family. And, like, I, like, was scared, because I was, like, 10. I was,
Yeah,
like,
no,
11 or
that's
whatever.
terrifying.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then,
People are
like,
so weird.
my whole family just, like we privated all my my videos and, like, everything, and that's, like, why I stopped, because, I mean, I assume I wouldn't still be doing video stars. Now I do love me a good video star. But, yeah, no, that's scary as hell. Like, imagine just, like, being 10 and just being like, I'm gonna find your IP address.
Yeah, and you just lived in that. Like, that's a different world
Yeah.
that kids today grew up in.
Exactly. That's, like, because, like, even, like, 20-year-olds, even my brother, like, they, like, entered it, like, when they were, like, a little bit older.
Right.
But, like, we had it, like, we just, like, were born into, like, having it and, like, having these scary things.
And witnessing, like, some of the worst shit possible on the planet. But, like, you're not really there. But you're witnessing it, and it's real.
And, like, it's a whole, like, I, like, text Amelia, like, all the time. Like, through, and then, like, it's funny, too.
Oh my god, it's so weird.
Because, like, in my mind, I'll, like, feel like I'm not feel like I'm talking, but I, like, remember, I'm like, oh, shit, I actually haven't spoken an actual word in, like, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm actually talking.
I can't text. That's a girl thing, I think.
I thought you were gonna say that whenever we text, like, we'll go on TikTok after.
We'll
see videos that have to do with what we were texting about.
That's a scary
and it's
thing.
So weird.
That's scary too.
It happens all the time.
We'll talk about something and then, like, all of a sudden, which, first of all, before I dyed my hair red, I would get a million, like,
and then I started getting them
yeah,
too.
this is your sign to dye your hair red, and I'm like,
it's like,
shit,
and
it's
then
my
I sent
sign.
them to Cayleigh and be like, what's going on?
It's my sign to dye my hair. But also, it's probably because TikTok, it's an algorithm that, like, oh, maybe I liked a video of, like, one
Once,
person
and
doing
then,
it, and then it's like,
Right.
oh, you want red hair? This is your sign.
Yeah.
A million times. But that's, like, kind of scary.
Oh, yeah, the
What's weird
algorithm's
is the
great.
Text thing. The text thing is what fucks me up, because I'm like, oh my god, ads. Like, me and my,
ads
like,
are weird.
all the time.
You'll just
talk
talk.
about something and then you get an ad for it.
All the
And it's
time.
like,
And it, like, actually, like, really
I don't think
scares
that's
me.
ever happened to me.
It's happened to me, like, a lot.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't talk about
it
shit.
happens on Instagram with us because
Instagram,
there's, like,
yeah.
Instagram ads these days.
I'll talk about, like, one time I, like, got Chipotle. Like, I was talking about, like, I had, like, the chips and salsa, or chips and guac, and then all of a sudden on Instagram, I was like, buy your, like, chips. It was, like, an ad, Chipotle ad for chips and guac, and I'm like, what? And, or, like, it'll be really specific things. My mom bought Comfies the other day, you know, those things, and all of a sudden, I mean, granted, she probably, like, bought it on her phone, but
You're
still,
right.
like, then she gets an ad as soon as they come in the mail. She gets an ad.
It's odd. Like, you can't really decide if it's, like, the algorithm, because, like, maybe it's your account and maybe you bought something, maybe you like something.
Well, there's you like,
or
no one
is it
reads
actually listening
No
to
one
you?
reads the shit, but, like, it's always like, oh, accept cookies. It's like, yeah, I accept cookies, and it's like, well, they're actually telling, like, other they're making it geared to you.
What
Right.
the hell is a cookie? I
think
accept
it's.
them.
I was like, you know what? I do want a chocolate chip.
I do want a chocolate chip.
A little chocolate chip cookie.
What is
No,
a cookie?
I literally don't know
I'm
what
pretty
it is.
sure. I don't know what, like, technically it is, but it's something about, like, like, not tracking your info, but, like, I don't know. I think it's basically, like, they're gonna give your information to other websites so that they can gear ads to you. I think that's basically what it does. But I don't know, like, what it is. But I guess you're like allowing some information.
But then it's like if you decline it, you can't use the website. So what the hell?
Yeah, I know. That's what's so weird. It's like actually you can't steal your info. Get the fuck off.
Get the fuck off.
Get the fuck off this website.
I know,
American
so
Eagle. It's just like get off.
Sorry.
No, but yeah, I don't know what it actually is, but I'm pretty sure it's like some shit like that. Which I'm sure in the terms and conditions somewhere, it's like we're getting rid of.
Right.
And I'm like, I accept that.
Who reads that?
No one.
They're
ever.
so long and complicated.
No, like it probably is like really important information in there that I'm like just like, you know what?
I've never read one. In my life.
I signed my life over to you. They just have it. Do they probably know that. They probably know that people just like
Right.
don't read that.
Yeah, they can just like cram whatever in.
Yeah, it's a little fine print. You know?
Well, that's what the things that they do with bills. It's like, did you see the COVID relief bill that the CIA had to release everything they know about UFOs? In the COVID relief bill, they said the CIA had to release everything they know about UFOs.
Why did they have to? Yeah. The aliens.
Doesn't. But they just throw it in there because they know no one's gonna fucking look at it.
Okay, but what do they know about it?
And there was I watched a BoJack Horseman episode, and I didn't like get it because I was young at the time. That show is so fucking smart. I mean, it's crazy smart.
Yeah, I haven't watched the full thing, but I've seen like episodes or like clips of it. And I'm
Yeah,
like, this is like dark.
It's crazy. It doesn't make like sense some of the shit that they come up with. But what they said was that basically there was a character who wanted to get one thing in, is that they wanted to be able to steal the governor of California through a match of skiing.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Right.
That seems like the most
So what they did is that they had this bill, and this was the first thing that they did, was that you can get reelected depending on a ski.
If you win.
If the ski competition.
Why from California? You know, get someone from like Nevada. Whoa, Nevada?
No,
Nebraska?
California.
Where
Only
do they-
California
where
this
do
would
they
happen
ski?
in.
Yeah. Anyway.
And they said in the episode, like, what does everyone want on it? And they just went around and they asked all these different groups what's one thing that they wanted. And they just threw it all on this fucking bill.
So it's like if you so all these things happen.
Right, exactly. So what they basically do is that they don't really care about one core principle of something. Yeah. They want to get maybe one thing passed, and then they go to all these different groups and they say, what's in it for me? What can you add? What will this bill do for me? And they'll go, oh, well, we can do this for you in this bill. We can add this. Yeah. And it's really dark.
Does it have to correlate?
Yeah.
No. Okay. COVID relief bill. You have to release everything they do have about UFOs. What the fuck does UFOs have to do with COVID?
Just like, I mean, I want to know. But like, it doesn't have to be in the COVID relief.
That's really weird.
It is weird. And there should be some sort of law or regulation of how many things you can change in one fucking bill.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to rewrite an entire fucking country with one bill.
Because bills take so long to go through so many different levels. They probably are like, shit, we don't have time to do the UFO one, so let's just throw it in here because it's not going to get passed through all these things.
But like at the same time, what the fuck are we paying you for? Where's this tax money going? Get the fuck on it. I just don't get it. Like, you have multiple bills and pass them. You need to be more willing to pass bills.
Just pass them.
And fucking work a little bit harder. Yeah. Be a little bit more open-minded to shit.
Definitely.
I just don't, and this whole like cramming where you can just slip shit in, it doesn't work well.
Yeah.
With special interests, and it makes everything just a lot more corrupt.
It's just like shady. We don't have to be shady. Come on. Why do they like? That's the thing. Why, if we know things about UFOs and aliens, can we just know?
Can we say it? Say it out loud.
Say it out loud, King. We just want to know.
I don't think they.
Area 51 raid.
Yeah, it's crazy how that didn't happen.
Oh my God.
Let's bring it back.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That completely left my mind, and I forgot that existed.
Such like a different time.
Was that before COVID?
That was like.
Yeah, that was
like 2019.
I remember because it like genuinely was September 27th.
Yeah.
literally September 27th. It was like, I remember it was like freshman year or something, or like sometime, and I was like, haha, let's go to Area 51.
Let's go.
And so, and it's crazy. It's crazy looking at the Capitol. Like, why did they storm the Capitol, but they didn't storm Area 51?
I know, if you're gonna storm something, let's
you're
do
gonna
Area 51.
Right? Like, if we really want to get behind something as a country,
We can all get behind Area 51. We can all
let's
get behind
fucking
Area
storm
It's also
Area
'cause
51.
They, like, tried, but then there were people with guns.
51.
And trucks.
Shit.
Right.
Didn't realize there
We
was
were like,
gonna be there.
shit.
Why the fuck aren't there people at the Capitol with guns?
That's
my
the
point.
thing.
There wasn't
Like,
any.
what?
Area
A
51
man.
is-
There's like a man.
Area 51 is apparently 10,000 times more important than the people who lead our country.
Which, that's why it's like, well, what the fuck is in there?
I don't know what security is at the Capitol.
Yeah,
In
why-
my mind,
In,
there's,
that day, apparently, is like...
in my mind, it's
then-
like one security guard, like, sitting at the
Just, like,
desk. Like Paul Blart.
Eating,
the mall.
eating a donut.
Did you listen to that skit? Have you watched Triggered by Joe Rogan, his stand-up special?
No,
He has a set in there where
I've probably seen, like, clips. I think my brother watched
there was a set in there where it was how a man broke into the White House. And how the story goes is this is how he tells it, so I probably will tell it like that, where he goes through the White House and he thinks that, like, he's trying to kill himself. Is how he sets up this set. Is that this person wants to die and he wants to get into the White House, and the only time somebody wants to get into the White House is if they want to die. Because who the fuck who's
you're, like,
saying
inevitable that-
it's inevitable.
Yeah.
You
What
want
is
to
the mission?
right?
To
They're
get
like
him
you're
out?
right by yourself, by yourself. So he runs to the back door, and he gets there. He gets there to the back door. He doesn't get shot. Like no guard comes out. He opens it. It's unlocked. The White House. A female is protecting the White House by herself.
No.
The man slaps her and runs around. I don't know if he actually slapped her or not. I'm sure he did something. He fucking probably pushed the shit out of her.
He do a little boob tap and then
Yeah.
she's like, shit.
She's done so.
Yeah.
Same point. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
That's like weird. Well, probably because they're like, well, no one's. Well,
That's
that's the thing.
hilarious.
They should prepare for that. Someone is gonna come through the back door of the White House, and they should have someone. They're probably like, well,
they
no
should
one's
check the
gonna
fucking locks.
go. Yeah.
Who-
Yeah. What?
I think
the door.
Paul Blart would be a little bit better at checking
Yeah.
the fucking locks of the
On,
White
like,
House.
On his little like hover
Segway.
thing, and he's
Segway.
Yeah, he's ready.
That movie is so funny, and I think we should watch it.
Okay.
Anyway.
It's
With mozzarella sticks.
he's
Which,
No.
by the way, it's like been 40 minutes.
Mozzarella sticks.
And she said,
yeah, no,
Already
they're
got?
here.
Oh my god.
what?
Oh my god, we should have mozzarella sticks and play the Star Wars game together.
Yeah, I'm not kidding about it.
We can. I mean, you have to go at 8. What do you have at 8?
Oh, yeah. Well, I have so much time.
It's 5:51.
I have a...
You have to go at 8.
for
We
the-
can't play Star Wars.
No.
for the
I'm just
Broadway-
wondering.
No, I know.
So, the Broadway thing.
I don't have
I
anything
have
at
a
8.
lesson.
I'm just.
It's at
Oh, so you can
7:55.
just
I'll just be here.
live here.
Yeah, I'll just live here, I guess.
Just move in.
That's the only answer.
7:55.
There is one. How long have we been going for? 57 minutes.
You can talk.
I wanted to talk about one thing where it was this super straight thing going around.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
heard.
So-
I know about it, but
Can-
like, I
Like,
don't.
what?
I kind of want to break down what I saw of it and kind of what I think.
Yeah.
So I saw, I think, a couple of things like 2 weeks ago. And it was like probably some kid who was like, I'm super straight. And it's like a new sexuality because I don't want to be called transphobic for not dating trans.
Oh, that's what I saw. I
yeah.
have. seen about
And
that.
I've seen a lot of people discredit that. Like, no one was saying that.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
Uh-huh.
There were a lot of people saying that if you don't date transgenders, you are transphobic.
Well, I was seeing a bunch of stuff on that. I saw a person saying how like because it's not transphobic. I don't think it's transphobic.
No.
It's if your reason is like
I hate
I don't like transgender.
Yeah.
Like, you can have preference. You cannot be attracted to whatever if you just don't like how they look. If you just don't blah, blah, blah. So many you don't like their genitalia. Like, that's not transphobic. It's the fact if you're, like, they're transgender, so therefore, like, they are not, like, a... like human like,
they're not able to be respected. I don't want to talk to them.
About that.
Your opinion at all doesn't matter or affect anything. That is legitimate transphobic.
Yeah. Preference is not transphobic.
No. Or if you're saying like they're mentally
not speaking like for transgender people, but like what I've heard from like people in the community is like that's not what you know. It has to be charged by like
and there are legitimate transgenders who didn't think this, and I legitimately think that way. I legitimately think that there are transgender people who are grown adults who are sane because I think that those people exist, and they're saying like no, I don't say this. It doesn't affect me at all in any occurring way.
Well, with anything, there's extremes of like the people in anything opinion ever.
But I think that there are fucking white women and all these pro-activists. Exactly, these fucking crazy people who adopt these crazy ideologies and fucking run with it. And one of the things that they were running for was that if you aren't attracted to transgenders, you are transphobic. That was one of the things that they were running for. So it started out kind of battling that in like a kind of clever, funny way, kind of. I don't think it was the best joke. I'm not going to say it was 10 out of 10.
Was it just like
but like
was it just like a white boy, like, straight, like, sexuality? What does that even mean?
I don't know. But then, as TikTok...
The LGBT community was, like, made to, like, be, like, they have it be, like, their own little thing, because it's, like, straight, it's, like...
Right. But the thing is with... I don't know. I think that was it. I shouldn't have like brought up that point at that time. That was a totally different off topic that like popped in my brain.
No, I have been wondering about like what that is though, because I'm like hearing it.
Yeah. So then, as I like watched and viewed from a distance, because I'm not on TikTok, is that they made their own flag. And it looks like a Nazi flag,
I feel like
and they're using like SS as like super straight, like the abbreviations. And so like, it's like, and it's orange and black apparently.
Oh, I thought it was like a Pornhub thing. That's
I thought it was a Pornhub thing too.
I don't know if it is, but whenever I kept seeing orange and black, and I was like, is this like porn?
Yeah, I thought that was something with Pornhub too. But then apparently it was something with super straight, and like a bunch of right-wing ideologists were like,
I was like, that's Pornhub.
Yeah. So a bunch of right-wing people like adopted this and are now running with this. I don't.
Is this like real?
But like I don't know, cause like again, this is all online, and this is all on TikTok. Do these people, if you sat down and like actually looked at them in the face, would they be like, "I'm super straight. I'm super straight. This is my flag. This is what I represent." Or are they joking? Or is this all China's factories?
All of a sudden, China's pushing us super straight.
Yeah, like I don't know what exactly is going on.
Well, that's what I just feel like. It's just like, why are you so? Just be straight. Like, why are you so like everyone's just so concerned with other people's business all the time. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Be straight. Let them be transgender. You don't want to date them, whatever. Shut the fuck up about it.
I think it was like a somewhat clever joke, and I think that it did start out kind of playful. But like what I've been viewing, it just ran into this south direction. And now like all these leftist people are saying like, if you ever said this, you're a terrible person. Like, whoa, calm the fuck down. You know, this thing didn't have a flag 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That's the thing with, like, everything just, like,
so fast, and it evolves so quickly. Yeah. And you gotta take back and, like, step back and, like, really evaluate this. Did the people who create that joke probably intend for it to have its own flag initially? Probably fucking not.
Probably were just, like, being assholes.
They're probably being assholes on the internet.
I know.
Like, that is something that Okay, and I have to say this. When I was 13, and I was,
First love.
I loved making people angry.
Yeah.
I didn't care if you were
like to do that.
I didn't care if you were black, white, Jewish, whatever religion, whatever gender, whatever sexuality you had. I wanted to make you angry.
I remember
And
you
I
doing that.
thought it was funny when you were angry.
Well, every 13-year-old boy likes to piss off.
Yeah.
And why are we pretending that this doesn't exist?
Yeah.
Why all the
right?
super straight
No.
things, all the super straight shit could all be 13-year-old boys trying to
being
piss people off, trying to annoy people, and it could go away and they could outgrow it.
That's what I
But
was
like
trying to
all these
understand.
people are like trying to like make it seem like it's the end of the world.
That's why I was
Relax.
trying to understand if it was like a
It-
real thing. That's
and
why I was like, when I was
for
seeing it, I
me-
was like, are people like legitimately like
Angry about this?
like not even just angry? I understand being angry about it if people are taking it seriously, but I'm like,
Is it
is
just
someone like actually being like, yeah,
serious
I'm
about
super
it?
straight.
And it's like, okay.
Pornhub logo.
I don't think that is actually happening.
Yeah, that's
though.
what I was like.
Like I haven't met anyone. I haven't seen
But
anybody.
I
I
think people
haven't.
may use that as an there may be some. That's what I mean. It probably gets turned into a thing. People use this as an excuse to like use it as an attack and be genuinely transphobic or whatever.
And again,
phobic.
it's on the internet, so you have to be
Homophobic.
careful of like just everything going on
Yeah.
with the algorithm, with the 13-year-olds, with the lack of
Yeah.
intent, with like
Yeah.
all of these things, China's fucking factories, all of this shit going on.
Shit.
You have to fucking like
Yeah. You have to take
break it down.
everything with
And
like a grain.
somebody who's not on TikTok like myself literally hasn't affected me whatsoever.
Yeah.
Not once.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I haven't cared about it. And like
Outside.
Isaiah talks about it and he makes it sound like it's the end of the fucking world. Isaiah, if you're watching this, fucking relax.
Okay.
Relax.
What are your feelings?
Just calm down. It's okay, Isaiah. But he talks about it like he like texted me about it. He was like, "It's the third right. It's the alt right kids at the bottom. They've all taken this on. It's the worst." And it's like, buddy, do you not remember how we were in 13? We all in 13 as 13-year-olds. We all just like to piss people off.
Yeah.
And like a lot of
But
people.
then there's probably like grown men babies who are like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, who are losers. Who are losers.
Yeah, if you're
you have
like-
to understand this too, is that they are losers. If you saw them in real life and they talked about super
Seeing a
straight
woman
shit,
just, like
they're fat as fuck, they don't have a job, they live in their mother's basement,
Yeah.
and you realize
My brother.
they don't.
That is the end of the podcast.
That's fine.
Alright,
No,
this is we're done here. We're done here. We're done here.
You can finish up.
But I really don't feel like I can't. But I feel like you would know not to take their opinion too seriously.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of things start as like the intent is mixed up. But there are people who like take it in different ways, and that's where it gets fucked up because it's like who's serious, who's kidding, who's whatever, you know. So.
And it's weird how some shit can flip. Because I don't know if you remember this, but this was Karen too. Karen used to be like a nitpicky, like if you don't say the correct pronunciations of things or like all this other shit, like I don't know, you can't like misrepresent gender at all. Like you can't do that. You can't say anything offensive whatsoever. Nothing's funny. No like borderline humor.
Yeah.
It was kind of representative of like an extreme leftist.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the way, it flipped into somebody who's an anti-masker, who's a COVID denier. But for the
everything on the internet,
it was weird because for the longest time, it was somebody on the left who was nitpicky, who was you had to follow all the rules, and then all of a sudden it flipped, and it flipped very slowly. It was weird because there was a moment where it was almost the same time where you didn't really know what Karen you were talking about.
Yeah.
It was odd.
So many Karens.
I can't handle all the Karens.
There's too many Karens around.
There's too many.
But yeah, it's too much. I don't know. The super straights Just be normal straight. We don't need a super straight.
We don't need any more.
There's enough testosterone in Olive Rame's high school, and you can just be regular straight. I don't need more testosterone.
It will be okay.
I want toxic masculinity still talked about. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Please shut the fuck up. I saw a post. Somebody posted. We don't name names here.
Yeah.
And on the post it said, toxic.
I know.
Toxic.
I know who you're talking about. I know what it is.
Toxic masculinity is the reason why men don't become vegans.
Ooh. That sounds like a satire.
How?
That sounds like
that sounds like
how-
Bill of Rights
what's it
things,
called? Like,
whatever.
what's it called? Is it the Onion or something?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a satire, like news article. But why?
What? Like, how dumb did that sound coming out of my mouth?
That's so dumb. Is all of a sudden
Like,
feminist?
You watched
I'm
it.
confused.
You watched it come out of my mouth, and you saw my face, and you were like, "That is." Like, I've heard him talk for an hour now. That is the dumbest thing that's coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, surprisingly.
And, right? And so...
Wait, what does that even mean? Why?
I don't know. Apparently, their ego's too big for them to...
Vegan.
That's what I, like, is vegan supposed to be, like, feminine? Like, you're a girl if you're vegan.
Right. Yeah, no.
Why?
Veganism's a very feminine thing that happens.
Yes.
And
Lettuce.
it's close to, like, painting your nails.
Is a girl. That's really weird.
I don't get it.
I mean, there's probably some men that that think that, but I don't think we need to.
Who cares? Does anyone care?
Who cares? They don't have to be
They're vegan bodybuilders. They're vegan bodybuilders. There are not many of them, but there are, and they're respected by other bodybuilders.
Yeah. So fuck off.
Like no one cares.
Yeah, that's so weird. There's such. It's just like, how do these things
Right.
piece together?
And also with like toxic masculinity, who like cares about their muscles more? Who wants bigger muscles? Is it girls?
I personally don't even care about a muscle.
I don't care about myself.
I don't.
I do, and like that's okay.
We love a muscle, but it's like I'm not gonna like. It's just like.
Right.
It's just like why it's like a narrative. Like there's probably some. That's the thing. Everyone's different. You want to have muscles, and it's like cool. I don't necessarily care about muscles.
No.
Maybe there's other girls that are like, he needs to have so much bicep.
17 abs.
17 biceps.
Right.
Actually, and that's fine. They can. But
It's just.
we
But
make up a narrative that everyone is like, whoa. Everyone is like,
right.
This one thing.
But like, but it's like a girl guy thing.
Yeah.
Like, would you say more guys care about working out and getting bigger than girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a natural thing.
But it also goes the other way, too. About, like...
Other things.
Guys, like, having pictures of girls in their mind. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're talking about,
like a perfect bot, like a guy will, like... But you're talking.
I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think I kind of get it.
But you're
it's
talking
like, kind of
so you're like.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You're saying you're just like saying like judge.
Like we're talking
judges
about how
like yeah, girls would want.
Picture,
girls would want like a.
Like it also goes the other way.
Yeah, girls would want like a fat ass and like those type of things,
but
right?
Like, do guys work out for girls, or do they
yes,
work out?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So,
yes. The idea that they don't, and the idea that they don't I'm definitely sure. I'm definitely sure that there are girls. Or I mean that there are guys who just really care about their body. I'm sure that happens.
Yeah, and there's girls
but
too.
They are lying to themselves if they don't like the pussy that they are getting, and if they are not motivated by the pussy they're getting. That's just a lie. And to say that there doesn't play a part in that, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It contributes.
And the idea that that's not like a good motivator for dudes, you're lying to yourself.
If that's your motivation, then go off. Because
oh yeah,
like
it's just
I know that.
Is motivation.
Yeah. That's the thing too. But then it's like, there's guys who are like, you don't need. It's like it's like say like a makeup thing. It's like, well, girls aren't wearing makeup necessarily because they want to be attractive to you. They just like want to wear makeup, or like girls aren't working out because they want to be like the ideal body for you. They just want to be just happy in their body. so like there's things too like. But if you do, but that's the thing. If you are working out for like a certain guy to like you, then like go do it if that motivates you. If you like, you know what I mean. So I
think that it does have to do with like being attractive.
But there's a thing.
Like girls like being attractive.
There's like there's like
why?
Yeah.
Right. It makes sense. You're not working out for like a specific guy to like you or to get dick, but like you want to be attractive.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the reasons. Maybe it's not the fully reason. Maybe it's not 100%. But to lie to yourself and say that you aren't working out,
that's the thing.
Because you don't want to be partly attractive.
Yeah.
And look good.
They want to feel better, basically feel good in their own body, and they can't achieve that. I guess.
And when you look in the mirror after you worked out, after you put in work, you feel good.
Yeah.
You look at yourself and you say, "I did that. Like I feel better about myself."
Yeah.
And
it's the whole point.
Right.
Feel better about yourself.
It's good.
Should be the point.
I don't understand, like, and I feel like there's a big hesitancy towards this. Like, with, like, there's, again, another idea that's being pushed around is, like, fat guys are, like, beautiful, too. Like, the girls that are posting this, they don't hook up with fat guys.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going for fat dudes. And you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
I know these girrs. I know they're not going for fat guys.
Also, girls in general are just, I feel like, a more, like, even if there is, like, well, I don't know. I feel like girls just in general are, like, a beautiful species. So, like, even if they're, like, like, fat, you know what I mean? It's, like, they can be curvy.
Well, that was one of the reasons.
And then it's, like, if you're a fat guy, it's a little bit different because it's, like, well, you're not just, like.
That's very true.
In girls, it's, like, oh, like, you have curves, or, like, obviously there's a point where it's, like, you know. But still, with guys, we're not romanticizing your curves.
Right.
So, like, if you're fat, it's, like, that doesn't mean you won't be attractive to someone, but it's still, like, you know, it's not the same.
Right, I get it. But there's also a thing. What the fuck was I saying?
It's kind of unfair to guys, I feel like.
But it's one of the reasons. Oh, yeah, I was going to say this. What you just said is one of the reasons why it's theorized why guys are genuinely more funny than girls.
Okay.
Because girls are just naturally attractive, like you said. Mm-hmm. Girls don't have to try.
Guys have to like work up to.
Right, exactly. You have to have some other trait that gets the girl's attention.
I was thinking about
and
that
one of the most if you ask a girl like top 5 most important things of a guy, one of them has to be. Would you say humor? Yeah, they have to make me laugh.
Yeah.
And so that's just a natural thing where guys, the more funny guys get more pussy.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, I mean, say what you want about it. But
usually because if you're not funny, you're like an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And
but honestly, like, the more funny guys get more girlfriends. You know
this is true too. This is true too.
That's the difference. Yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah, but assholes can get pussy. Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Why do girls go for assholes?
I don't. Well, okay. But like, I feel like, I mean, I don't know.
Like, I don't. It mind boggles me.
I don't know. I don't like guys that are assholes.
Yeah, but like, recently haven't liked guys that are assholes.
Okay.
There's a certain element of it that's like,
I feel, well, first of all, I'm like, I don't know. Just like ignoring my past relationships ever. Yeah. So like, but I feel like, I don't know why though. I feel like sometimes, but there's a lot of ugly assholes. Yeah. So I don't know why for some reason it's like, oh my god, he's an asshole, but like, he's so hot.
For some reason, ugly assholes do get pussy.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't.
But I don't think that you want to date them, though.
No, for sure not.
But there's a lot of assholes who, and usually it's like manipulation. They're probably like,
right,
behind the scenes, like, you know, being like nice to them and then like all of a sudden being an asshole. Or, like,
right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't think it's fully like, oh my god, he's such an asshole, like, to me. I love that. It's like,
yeah.
He's such an asshole. But
I do know girls that say that, though.
That's like so odd.
Or it's like, he's such an asshole, but he has a soft spot for me. It's like, No, he fucking
Oh my
doesn't.
god, I hate that.
For me.
For you.
For me, he loves
For you.
I know that he's not good
And it's
to
like
you,
he's
but
manipulating,
he's
he's
good to me.
gaslighting you, he's manipulating you. No, but like there is a thing, but no. Dating an asshole though, because sometimes there's boys that like become assholes,
Right.
and so like that's a hard situation though, because you're like, oh, I used to know like the nice man.
Yeah.
So I don't know if girls like actually like assholes, the assholes, their butts.
I don't.
But
Are there
They
girl
do.
assholes? What does it mean?
Girl.
Bitches. That's the word. That's the word.
I don't think that there is.
like
I legitimately don't think.
I don't think
like
guys want.
I
Like,
think
a bitch.
there.
That's bitch is used as a degrading girl
It's
term.
like the term bitches isn't even used at a girl who's like mean to
No,
Yeah.
It's
no,
just, like,
bitches is
bitches.
just like,
Yeah,
what's up,
bitches.
bitches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Which like so it also, but it's like that's like resting bitch face. Like you're a bitch because you
Right.
don't smile at me.
you don't
But like a guy doesn't want a bitch. Does
No.
he? I don't know.
No, I don't.
I mean, also there's a
Guys-
difference between
guys want
hooking up
girls-
and, like dating someone.
Guys want girls that are easy, and so I don't think that bitches can get
easy in what way?
Sex.
sex.
Well, because like I feel like guys also like girls who are hard to get. But is
that's true.
that what you're talking about? Like what is it?
If a girl, I've seen it happen a couple times. It's happened to me.
Yeah.
Where like a girl can get a certain niche on a guy. It's weird and it's random, and I don't know what causes it. Because
Definition for the word niche.
What do you
I
mean?
like don't even know.
Like, you
what
mean
it
like niche, like niche?
like
A niche
a
is
certain
like a certain,
attachment,
like,
I don't know.
like
I
a
just
like a
don't know
certain
what it
a
is.
Niche is usually like a certain like thing, like you have like
obsession.
no, it's not. I don't think
I
you're
think
using
it
the
like
right word. But,
stitch.
but
I feel like it was like almost like a patch or insert or something
I don't
like that.
know what he's saying, but
Like I don't know if you mean like a certain obsession or a certain like I don't know what you mean.
because niche. And
Okay,
niche is like different
I guess
words.
I guess I need to figure out a
Just,
different
like,
way of
start
describing.
off- Yeah.
So sometimes a girl can get like a guy can get like a weird,
attachment, obsession.
I would say attachment to a girl, and it just I don't know what causes it.
Yeah.
Like I really don't.
Well, that happens with girls,
Emotionally
too.
or like sexually.
both together.
I think that's.
I
just
think
how
it
emotions
I
work.
think
I
it
know.
goes 2 and 2 for guys.
Isn't that just a crush?
Isn't that just a little crush?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I feel like it's different.
Okay.
Cause like I'm thinking
I
of
feel like
like
girls
two
have
examples. I feel like I'm thinking of 2 examples that. Yeah, but I feel like the guy has to engage with the girl. No, like I feel like
Oh yeah.
for the niche, like if or like for the I don't know for what the attachment or whatever. I don't fucking know. I feel like the girl doesn't even really have to interact with the guy.
They just have to like exist.
Yeah.
That literally happens with me.
Yeah.
I
just,
don't.
like, I think it's just like being attracted to them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but
Like, if
but
we're being
like
honest, I definitely get
Yeah.
obsessed with people and then I move on.
Well,
in, like,
yeah,
a week.
I get. Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
I
but
like,
for
and
guys,
you know,
but
I
I'm
talk
talking about for like guys, like it lasts for like a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And like I don't think I've seen it with like girls before, where it's like over like a 2-year period,
Oh, we're talking that.
where like it's like pretty obvious to everyone that
Yeah.
like he has a crush on her, but like he's not really doing anything about it, and they're like just kind of in this like awkward friend zone, but he like still like likes her. It's weird.
I'm going through something.
No, I'm thinking of legitimate examples in my head right now,
No, I understand.
but like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what do you think I'm
It's
talking
just
about?
So,
No,
it's just
no,
funny
no.
how like specific you were. It's like.
Well, no, I was thinking of a specific
Yeah,
situation.
It's just funny how you were like this thing.
I
It's
don't
just
know.
funny.
Yeah.
That's like no, because now that you're talking about that, it's just like that's so annoying.
I'm
that
thinking-
happens because I know that like people are afraid of rejection,
Which
but
fuck
I feel
that.
like going back to the original point that me and we didn't talk about it, but me and
said
Kayleigh
it.
talk all the time about how we live on a floating rock.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you like someone, then like
Yeah. Just
YOLO.
I'm thinking about like 3 different examples in my brain right now of like how this has happened, and like it's just like I don't know what causes it though. Like for
a guy thing.
A guy thing, yeah, because I don't think that like girls can have like literally 0 attention at all and like 0 interaction and like still be that obsessed.
Like the girl
And then-
needs like well, that's because girls often search for like
Yeah,
male
and, like-
validation
And like they can be assholes to them,
yeah,
but like
as long as it's attention,
right.
Like,
where like if with a girl, I don't think it can be asshole-ish. It can be like almost like friendly, and they can be like friends, but like it's like. Yeah, you're fucking making this weird right now, and I'm like getting.
No, you're just making fun of you.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess.
Continue on your podcast. You're just fucking bullying him. No.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I think I need it more.
Dixon
Going
Amelia
back
was
to
a
our
joke.
game.
No, but yeah, I don't know if that's I mean, I get what you mean though. Like the girl doesn't need to like give that much attention to you to make you.
I don't know what my
to
original point was.
I don't know.
either, but like I understand what you're
something
saying.
about the like.
And it's true.
Like something about.
I was getting to somewhere though, but like
somewhere.
that
The
somewhere,
the train like kind of like.
it ended there. It was
ended
gone.
there. Well, I guess it can be a man thing. I don't know what it means.
I feel like. Are we good? Or you guys want to keep going?
I need mozzarella sticks.
Oh my god, I forgot there's mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
classic.
like this is pretty good.
It's a
You guys
solid-
want to?
It's a solid one.
You want to wrap this up?
Yeah.
How do you wrap it up?
We
How to wrap
just
it
kind of like wrap it up like this.
Like this. Yeah.
Cayleigh, Amelia.
Is anyone watching?
No.
Is there anyone?
Nobody.
At this point, by this point, are they
By
gone?
this point.
Did they
If
click
you
out?
if you listen this long, you're a loser.
Yeah, basically you're a loser,
Yeah.
but I give you a kiss.
Love you.
Aw, that's so cute of you.
Yeah.
Good for them. All right then, fuck faces.
Okay.
You guys have a good day or whatever.
Bye.